A young priest hurried into the office of St. Michael's Catholic Church in Mobile, Alabama. His breathing was uneven as he walked straight to the wooden donation box near the desk. He opened it quickly and began gathering the money inside. Coins and small bills filled his trembling hands. $218. Just then, Margaret, the church secretary, stepped into the room and froze. "Father Daniel, what are you doing?" she asked softly. The priest didn't answer. He slipped the money into his jacket and rushed out the back door. Confused, Margaret followed him. She watched him run down the street toward the small pharmacy on the corner of Dauphin Street. Peering through the window, she saw Father Daniel counting the money onto the counter. The pharmacist looked concerned. "This covers 1 month of insulin," he said. "But Father, this is the 3rd time you've paid for this patient." Father Daniel sighed quietly. "She's a widow raising 2 grandchildren alone," he said. "This month she chose food instead of medicine." He pushed the money forward. "I can't let her pay for that choice with her life." Margaret felt a wave of shame. She had misunderstood everything. She stepped inside. "That money came from the church donation box," she said gently. Father Daniel turned, his face pale. "I know," he admitted. "I'll replace it next week when I receive my stipend." But she needed it today. The pharmacist handed him the insulin. "She fainted yesterday," he added. "Without this, she might not survive the week." Margaret watched as Father Daniel left to deliver the medicine. For years, she had heard him preach one message: faith without action is empty. Now she understood. An hour later, Margaret's brother Thomas, a successful contractor, walked into the church office. "So the priest stole from the donation box?" he asked. "No," Margaret said firmly. "He borrowed it to save a life." Thomas was silent for a moment. Then he opened his checkbook. "How much did he take?" $218. Thomas wrote a check for $5,000 and handed it to her. "Give this to Father Daniel," he said. "Tell him donations are meant for moments like this." Margaret looked at him in surprise. "You always said church people only wanted money." Thomas shook his head. "I was wrong," he said quietly. "Real faith costs something." When Father Daniel returned, Margaret handed him the envelope. He opened it and stood speechless. "Someone witnessed your faith today," she told him gently. "Now let it keep changing lives." Because sometimes faith isn't proven in sermons. Sometimes it's proven in what we choose to do for others. If this story moved you, share it with someone who believes faith should be lived, not just spoken.